Hey everyone, happy Sunday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I wanted to hop on live real quick to talk to you about two things. One, trying to just get my feed to come up. All right. So one, I asked everybody to share our live feeds, share the message about the launch of our business, Inspired Trails. And in exchange, at 8 o'clock tonight, everybody who shared, I'm going to enter them into a drawing, and they're going to win a diffuser and some essential oils and an essential oil guidebook, which is just an amazing book. So I'm going to do that in a minute. But real quick, I want to talk about mindset. So I know you hear about it all the time. You know, you have to stay positive, and it's all about perception. And people think it's really hard to train the mind, to get into that positive mindset. But I want you to think of it differently. Rather than thinking of it as trying to learn how to stay positive, it's more of like retraining ourselves of how to do it. This is a natural instinct, right? Our natural instinct is to stay positive and persevere, keep striving to achieve things. And hey, Christine, how are you? Thank you for joining. And so, when we're kids, when we're, infants and toddlers, this is how we learn to walk. This is how we learn to talk. This is how we learn to put our shoes on, how to get dressed. Like if, the first thing that happened, the first time we try to walk, we fall down. If we're like, it's not going to work, I'm out of here. We would never learn these things. This is just basic human nature of, staying positive and knowing that over time, things will work out in a better way. And so whether you want to look at it as positive or negative, or, there's other terms as a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, there are so many ways that we can stay on the positive side of this or the growth side of this, rather than looking at failures as failures. You look at failures as lessons, and, challenges are opportunities for growth. And so one of the things I want to talk about is there is a book called Mindfulness in the Brain, and it is written by Jack Kornfield and Daniel Siegel. And it's an amazing book, and they talk about perception a lot in there, because that's really what mindset is. It's perception, right? So there's a part in there where they talk about, imagine that you and a friend are walking down, well, not a friend, but you and another person, whoever, are walking down the street together. And in the distance, you see a person approaching you. Now, that person to you is an ex-lover, right? They cheated on you, they did you wrong, and they are now the new lover of the person next to you. So the way you're going to perceive this is a very, your emotions towards that is very negative, whereas the person next to you, their emotions towards it are very positive. But nothing's changed. Sight is the same, consciousness is the same, it's just the way you're perceiving it. Now, obviously, in that situation, you're not going to have the same mindset as them. It's not your lover anymore, but you have the choice to redirect the way you perceive things, and you have a choice of hanging on to negative thoughts and hanging on to things as disappointments and failures, or shifting everything and looking at things of, well, you know what, that's no longer my lover, because that wasn't the person I'm supposed to be with, or, there's somebody else better out there for me, there's better opportunities. So these are all things that we have choices on, and at some point throughout our lives, we've shifted from this positiveness of being children, this positive mindset that children have, into this kind of like this defeated just defeated mindset of ours that, once one thing goes bad, we just kind of like withdraw. So I want to talk about some of the things that you can do to redirect and retrain your mind to have more positive mindset or a more growth mindset. And so you can do personal development. Personal development is really great. We're actually setting up right now on our website under our resources page a ton of personal development books that help with this. I am a personal development junkie. If it wasn't for Audible, I don't even know how I'd make it through my day. It's all day, every day. There is a book playing, and it's just helped me a lot from where I was, 10 years ago to where I am today. Meditation is amazing for this. Journaling is amazing. I also practice EFT tapping, which is emotional freedom technique, which I'll be talking about in upcoming live feeds. But it's basically focused on acupressure points for tapping in certain points throughout your head and repeating, positive mantras and or positive phrases. And another thing that I wanted to use as a reference was if any of you have ever looked at, read the book The Miracle Morning. It's a great, great book. And that helps so much with positive mindset. If you heard this guy's story of, where he came from, what he's been through, it's phenomenal. But one of the things he talks about with The Miracle Morning, because they focus on getting up in the morning and starting your day with meditation and reading and journaling and visualization, affirmations, exercise, and people do not like getting up in the morning. And so one of the things that he talked about, and it really helped a lot, was that, people think, oh, I'm going to bed, I have to wake up at, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm only going to get 6 hours of sleep. And they've done studies to where if you go to bed and whatever your last thought is normally your first thought in the morning. So if you go to bed saying, I only get 6 hours of sleep, that's not going to be enough. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to be tired. You went to sleep with the mindset that you're going to be tired. You're going to wake up with that mindset. But if you went to sleep saying, oh, I get 6 hours of sleep, perfect. That's exactly what I need to be getting. When you wake up in the morning, you're not going to have that, oh, I'm still tired mindset. You're like, perfect, I got my 6 hours of sleep. And you can apply that throughout your entire life, your entire day, everywhere you go, I'm trying to think of an example, and I had some before, but I just went blank. But, so, I was talking to my husband about this earlier. So, you wake up in the morning and you're leaving and you're like, oh, I already know I'm late. I'm going to be stuck in traffic. I'm going to be even more late. I'm just going to be sitting there. Like that's what you're writing. I mean, you write your life. Like, Albert Einstein said, we are the architects of our destiny. Like, you're writing this. So if you stay positive, you leave the house in the morning, you're like, awesome, it's Monday. I love Mondays. First day to start a new week, and all these possibilities, and don't worry about traffic. I know if there's congestion somewhere, I know back roads. I'm not even worried about it. That's how you're going to go about your day. You're going to have so many opportunities and so much positivity. And the last thing I want to talk about with mindset of why it's so important is when you have a negative mindset, you bring stress into your body. You bring depression, paranoia, just all kinds of heaviness on you. That doesn't hurt anybody but you. You're the only person that is carrying all that. But if you flip that, if you stay positive positivity within you creates compassion toward your own compassion towards other people. When you start being kinder to yourself and, more positive with yourself, you see other people go through something similar, right? And you're like, so let's say you're a boss, right? Let's say you have employees underneath you. When you go through that positive mindset of, okay, well, there's backgrounds, blah, blah, and, you're just more positive, then your employee comes in late and they're all upset and, stomping around, and you can be more compassionate to what they're going through because you can understand that maybe they're struggling also, trying to, shift back to that positive mindset, and understanding that there are just ways that you can talk to people nicer and be more loving towards people, and it just takes all the anger out of you, if that made any sense. So anyways, that's what I want to say about positive mindset. It's, it doesn't happen overnight, but it's just day by day. It's something great that you really should be practicing every day. It just makes the world a happier place. Like, don't we all just want to be happy? Don't we all just want to, just be friendly to each other, and nobody's yelling and nobody's mad, and it's just, be good people, be happy. Look at the bright side of things, right? So, okay, so now, as I said, I asked people to share, and I had 3 people, super nice people, that decided to help us out and share our live streams on their page. And so, yeah, so we are going to, 3 people in here, draw their names and see which one wins. Where'd it go? It's stuck. Oh wait, I gotta twist it. I gotta squish it again. They got stuck. I feel like that's like not fair. Okay, this one. All right, Maurice. All right, awesome. Maurice, you won the diffuser and essential oils and guidebook, and thank you so much for sharing our live streams, and actually thank you to everybody who's shared them and everybody who is on right now. Hi Emily, welcome. You just caught the end of it, but please go back and watch the whole thing. So everybody, I hope you are having a wonderful end of your weekend, and I hope you go into your week and your Monday with a positive mindset and super happy. And actually, you know what I would love? If anybody who's watching this, if you could comment down here, what's one thing that you do to keep a positive mindset? I know Christine is on right now, and I know she could definitely write that. So comment in the feed, whatever it's called, in the comment area. What's one thing that you do to keep a positive mindset? That way, anybody who's watching it, they can see it, and it helps them starting off their new week. So let's start a new week super positive and super happy. And thank you so much for joining me. And have a great night, everybody. Thank you.